Hello everyone, and welcome to the MSBA Board Report for the month of June. We thank you for the opportunity to share some news and information during a few minutes of your board meeting. We are coming to you this month from Joplin. As we're recording this, it's May 22nd. 1 year ago today, the EF5 tornado roared through this community, destroying several buildings, including several school buildings. But today is a day of celebration as school district officials break ground on new school buildings designed to replace those damaged and destroyed during the tornado. Only a year after the massive tornado ripped through Joplin, destroying or damaging half the school district's buildings, including the high school, this community has broken ground on new school facilities. The goal is not just to replace those buildings lost in the storm, but to fundamentally change the way the 7,000 students in the district are educated. Construction will begin here soon, the site of the new Franklin Elementary School, in the shadow of the former St. John's Hospital building, on land donated by the hospital. School Board President Randy Steele calls the groundbreaking a major step forward for the community.
For some people today's a day of remembrance from a year ago, but today's a day of beginning for us. We will groundbreak, and we've just done finishing our first one here at Irving. Today is the next step in recovery and rebuild in Joplin and permanent structure for our 7,000 kids.
At midday, Steele, other members of the school board, school district officials, teachers, students, and community members also participated in groundbreaking ceremonies at the site of the new East Middle School and East Elementary School, where students will have places to work independently or collaborate in areas called campfire spaces. Later in the afternoon, about 5,000 people took part in the Walk of Unity, retracing the path of the tornado that wiped out a third of Joplin. At the end of the walk, they gathered at the site of the new Joplin High School, where yet another groundbreaking ceremony was conducted.
Well, this is a proud moment, and we have lots of people to thank. And this year has been obviously an emotional year, full of ups and downs. And again, I can't say enough for these students of Joplin High School this year who have moved forward with grace and dignity. And even though they took it on the chin, they got back up the next day, came back to school on August 17th, went to work, and did some amazing things this school year. Couldn't be more proud.
Huff also thanked voters who approved a $62 million bond issue in April, making the construction of the new facilities possible. That measure required a supermajority for passage. The new high school will be a comprehensive facility that will include 5 career academies designed to prepare students for higher education, additional technical training, and for jobs right out of high school. Assistant Superintendent Angie Bensendorfer tells us the design of the facility will be aligned with educational goals.
One of the things that happened with the tornado is that we lost both our high school and our vocational school. And so the design of the building is going to integrate those together. The other important design piece that we've learned is putting windows on the inside. We're going to have windows that look into those career classrooms, and all the classrooms actually, so that you can walk by and see the learning that's happening. One of the things that we think will happen as a result of that is that students will make different choices about their careers. Right now they choose careers based on what mom, dad, friends, or community helpers that they've had, interactions with have done. And now as they walk by, they might not think manufacturing sounds very good, but when they walk by that lab and they look inside it and they see kids playing with robots, they might think manufacturing sounds really exciting. So we think students will be able to choose careers that better fit their skills and the things that they love, that they'll be happier employees, happier parents, and I think we'll just have kids who support schooling more too.
Bensendorfer says the high school will continue to provide a strong college preparation program for those students headed for higher education. The Joplin Public Schools served as a focal point during the community's recovery. MSBA President Vic Lenz attended the groundbreaking ceremonies on May 22nd, and he says the Joplin School District is an inspiration.
And I think one of the things that helped this community come together was when C.J. Huff said, we're going to have school on the first day of school next year. And it happened. And the school board got behind it and made it work. And I'm just thrilled to see all of these people come out here today in support of the new schools that this community is going to build.
The new elementary and middle schools will be finished by December 2013, And the new high school will be open in time for the school year starting in August 2014. Today, much of the rubble has been cleared, and a bright future is forming for Joplin students and the entire community. 1 year after the tragedy of a devastating tornado, there's still much work to be done as the recovery continues. But today, Joplin and its schools have an unmistakable sense of community, pride, and optimism. So that wraps up our board report from Joplin. A couple of reminders. We do have some events coming up in the near future you'll want to attend. The School Safety Conference is coming up July 18th and 19th at Tantera at the Lake of the Ozarks. Also, our MSBA annual conference in cooperation with the MASA is scheduled for the last weekend in September, and you can visit the MSBA website to register for that event. Thanks again for your time at your board meeting this month. And so long from Joplin.